Welcome, 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 family. Welcome to another episode of Steppa the Flatbush Don TV, where we don't glorify violence. We learn from it. While the fool keep making the same mistakes over and over and over, we learn from the mistakes of others so we don't fall into the same traps. Today I want to profile a legend of the streets called Wally Dread. Anybody who's from Brooklyn, from 90s section of Brooklyn, East Flatbush, heard about this man. This man was a legend. He stood out from amongst the rest. Now, Wally Dread, or Wally B, as his friends will call him, was born Kenneth Gordon. He was a major notorious drug kingpin who ran in the 90s a section of Brooklyn, Flatbush, that borderline Bronzeville, with an iron fist. He ruled with an iron fist. Machiavelli said, do you want to be respected, loved, or feared? Wally Dread ruled by fear. Now, Wally Dread, see, a lot of people don't understand. Some people fake badness. Some people is born in it. Sometimes the environment shape you. Now, Wally Dread was one of those people that was shaped by his environment. Case in point, Wally Dread was the third brother to be killed. So he got two other brothers, three brothers total that's into badness, that's into the street. The first got murked in 1989. The second, 1990. And Wally himself fell in 1991. Imagine. It's like a domino effect. Every year or so, one of them getting murked, one of them getting erased, one of them getting taken out. Wally Dread's body was flown to Jamaica in a fancy metal casket where he laid, sporting gold rings and various chains, bracelets, and jewelry. So they buried this. This dude was so loved and so feared that they buried him in opulence. He was buried adorned with all kinds of jewels and just like how he lived, he got buried. 21 years later, now 21 years later, after this man was buried, he had one of them fancy tombs and all of that. 21 years later, after he was buried, thieves broke into the tomb, cracked open his casket, and robbed him for all his jewels in Murray Mountain, St. Anne. Kids found the body while it was playing in the area. The general consensus was that it was an inside job. It had to be an inside job. Who else would know that this man got buried with jewels except for the people who was there at the burial at the time? So it was an inside job. Grimy people, man. Now, Wally Dread was so respected that Super Cat, who was real, his career was on fire at the time, made a tune about Wally Dread's demise in his hit record, Enough Man Are Dead. Just the other day, them dust off Wally Dread. Enough Man Are Dead. So they know the man's rep. They know how he get down. He don't play no games and take no prisoners. Wally Dread was nothing to joke with. Now, we know Wally Dread was a major street figure who ran the 90s with the iron fist, but he also had love from those that was close to him, right? It was said that while Wally was making money hand over fist, he was also responsible for putting a lot of ops in the dirt. So like I said, he was playing no games. But you have to be. You have to rule with the iron hand. Once you're in that game, don't think that you're going to be in the game and don't get your hands dirty. See now, a lot of people is under the illusion. They want the money. They want the jewelry. They want the cars. They want the women. They want the nice homes, nice clothes. But they don't see or foresee getting their hands dirty, getting that blood on their hands. It don't work like that. You can't have one without the other. And once you start making money, people coming for it. So you got to defend. So you all gonna get bloody. The price you pay for being in that game, which you're not supposed to be in anyway. But once you choose, know that your hands will get bloody, or you gonna get bloody. So now, it was said that he was feared so much. Like I said, when people fear you, they want to kill you. They can't function with you around them, with them walking on eggshells and not knowing what you're going to do. So they rather take you off the map so they don't have to worry about you no more. He was so feared that gunmen had to be brought in from Miami to fly his head and put an end to his reign of terror. So people wanted his spot, but they knew as long as he was dead, it wouldn't be an easy walk in the park. They couldn't just do what they wanted to do. And every time they try to move against him or his peoples, they paid the price. So they had to go out of town and bring in somebody or someone, some other people that could handle the business that they couldn't handle. Rumors had it that Wally was caught slipping. Can't be on point all the time. We got a 1,000,001 examples. You can't be on point all the time. When it's your time, there's nothing you can do about it. I don't care how many people you got around you. I don't care what it is. Once your ticket come up, somebody gonna punch it and you out of here. So with all the fear that Wally Dread had in the street, and let me tell you something, the last time I seen Wally Dread was at Esquire when the shooting took place inside the Esquire dance hall when Stitchy and them was playing. Wally Dread was when the shots start firing and people start stampeding. And they started coming towards Wally Dread. Wally popped off and started shooting over their heads and start making the crowd run away from them. Wally was always surrounded by notorious gunmen. I mean, some dudes, you could see the ghosts on them. You could see the bodies on their face. You know, they had put so many people in the dirt. When you looked at Wally Dread, you could see the skeletons. You could see the death on them. So they had to bring shooters. Rumors had it, they had to bring shooters from Miami to fly Wally Dread's head. They had to bring shooters. Man, that's crazy. But this is the life that you choose when you go down that path of no return. There's consequences and repercussions. There's cause and effect to everything that you do. So be careful what you choose in life. There's a million Wally Dreads out there. There's people starting down that road. I'm letting you know from now what's going to happen down that road. I'm letting you, just like it happened to Wally Dread, it could happen to you too. Don't think that you're exempt. It can't happen to you. Know that history only repeats itself. Consequences remain the same. Faces change. Salute, this your brother. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. That way when we download videos, you will be notified. Salute. Foundation. One love.